Alrighty guys, welcome. This is your host Tiny Jester. We got another package just arrived today. And if you've been watching my channel recently, you probably know what this is as well. But for those of you who don't, let's open the box and find out what this is. So we've done some live unboxings here of packages coming in. And hopefully this is what I think it is. It probably is. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't get it open. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, it's got packing peanuts. Ah, why do people do that to me? Alright, let's see what we have here inside of the Kroger package. The Kroger package. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. All right, so we got our third in the series. Actually, I think this is the first one that came out. This is Eastern Front Tank Leader, World War II Armored Tactics by John Hill, designer of Squad Leader, West End Games. We just opened up the West Front Tank Leader and Desert Steel, which make all three in the series. So, ended up, since I bought the other two, thought that should probably get this one as well. So let's open up and see what's in the package. I hear stuff rattling around in there. Probably not great. There's going to be stuff everywhere. Well, let's take a look. Here is all of our cards. Our command cards here. This is going to be Soviet versus Russian versus Germany, World War II, and a bunch of the different command cards. I'll have to sort through those. And of course the rules of play for Tank Leader, weighing in at 30 pages. Several pages of designer notes, kind of an overview of each of the different units, your squads, or your scenario summaries for each of your different scenarios, and your basic rules. Weigh in at about 19 pages. It is black and white. This is a game from 1986, I think. 1986, 1987. So not too much great quality as they have nowadays. So all kinds of good information, activations and operations, your command formations, your parent formations, your command formations, how that all works, reinforcements, your sequence of play, all good stuff. Alright, we have our East Front Tank Leader charts, combat charts, terrain effect charts, spotting rules, fire dice modifiers, terrain effects, operations summary, separation effect summary, movement point cost chart, stacking limit chart, morale check die roll modifiers, typical cardboard stock back in 1986. We have, looks like about half the counters have been punched out of here. Here's a look at the counters. Yeah, you know, your typical 1986 type counters. Very thin, very generic looking counters. Certainly not for the quality of current standards, very thin. NATO symbol, a couple numbers on it, and that's pretty much it. Not much coloring. And here's the German units all checked out. Took me literally 2 hours the other night to clip all the counters on Desert Steel. Clip all the counters. Oh, and then I'm going to have to do it all over again, aren't I? West End Games. And their information sheet on the games you can purchase and how much they cost. And back in the day, let's see if it actually has the price for this game. Back in the day, I don't see that on the sheet, unfortunately. No, I don't see it. I was going to compare the price back then to now. And of course our mailing list charts. Little ad thing there. So there you go. Just short and sweet. Hey, Viper Dave, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Short and sweet. We got all of this series now for the East Front, the West Front, the Desert Warfare. So now we can play Tank Leader in any format that we need or want. I've been looking through the rules. I've been reading up on them. They're really not that complex, to be honest. Just looking through the rules and just understanding how things work. Pretty easy stuff if you're a war gamer or played war games in the past. I guess the only really interesting thing that this game does, again, this is by the designer of Squad Leader, John Hill, and it's really, if you go on to Board Game Geek and you look at the reviews and people that talk about this game, they really think highly of this game. There is quite a few people that really still play this game, follow this game, have created new counters and everything for this game. One thing that they do kind of differently is you can see there's all kinds of different terrain and hexes and hills and some of the town hexes. What they do is they only can include one map, but each map is variable in that some of the scenarios will be like, this will be level 0, this will be level 1, this will be level 2, this will be level 3, so there'll be a big hill here. And then there's another scenario that might use the same thing, but it'll be, this is flat, this is flat, this is flat, and then this is hill level 1. So it varies the terrain based upon, like your town hexes here can either be devastated, they can be sparse, or they can be normal. Your hills can be either flat, rolling, or hilly. And even as far as your brush and tree hexes and stuff. So some of them might be there, some might not be based on the scenario. So you can see there's like a little chart over here on the left-hand side that goes through the differences. So sometimes the brush will be there, sometimes the brush won't be there. Sometimes the hill will be there, sometimes the hill won't be here. Sometimes the town will be here, sometimes the town won't be there. So it's kind of an interesting way of designing it where you only had to print out one map, but it can make it very variable based upon what kind of scenario you want to have. So unfortunately, just not great quality back in 1986, 87. What year was this? I think it was I think it was 1986. But I could be wrong. Itinerant Hobbyist, what's going on, man? Hey, Spaldring69. Hello, I've watched many of your videos but rarely comment. Guess I'm more of a lurker, but I have many of the same wargaming interests. Well, super good to have you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for finally commenting. I appreciate that. It's always good to hear new voices out there. So, let's see. This usually gives us like the year. Copyright 1986, so I think this is probably 1986. It's either 86 or 87, so this game is what? 86, 96, 2006, 2016, so it's almost like 35 years old. But, you know, like I said, if you go on Board Game Geek and you do look up of some of the West End games, especially the Tank Leader games, they are really highly thought of. People really enjoy the game, the system. So I thought I would give it a whirl and try it out. And so hopefully once I get a chance to finish reading the rules. The other cool thing is back in the day they used to include counter trays for free. I mean, they used to come with your games. You didn't have to buy them separately. I know, that's crazy. But that's the way they did things back in the day. So, unfortunately, I've got to clip all these counters, which will take a couple hours of time. And again, if you're just joining us, you know, kind of a generic 1986 kind of counter. Not much color to it. Not much information, kind of thin. You got an attack value, a defense value, and a movement points. That's it. That's all you get. That's it. Nothing else. And of course you get a little silhouette that turns into like a big black blob because they didn't have high definition printers back in the day. So your guess is as good as mine as to what kind of tank that is. If it'll focus, I'll help you here. Hey Tony, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hexes and Soldiers, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Just doing a quick unboxing of a new package here. Wish I could get this to zoom in. That would be even super cool. Without hitting the camera, of course. Come on. There you go. You can see just a black silhouette. Try to figure out what kind of tank that is. Looks like maybe a Panzer II, maybe. Attack strength of 5. Defensive strength of 4. 4 movement points. That's it. Very generic. And then on the back of the counters is just a nationality symbol. You just flip it over when the unit's done moving. That's it. But I thought I'd give it a try, give it a whirl. I had these games for a long time and I never played them when I had them. But I'm hoping to try them out for you guys. So if there's something you want to see, East Front Tank Leader, let me know. The other thing is, guys, we just created a brand new Facebook group, which I'm going to show you guys here. So if you're interested, come on over. How do I get to it? I do this. There we go. So I created a new Facebook group so we can contact easier back and forth. This way you don't need to send me email messages. You can find out what's going on. We linked a lot of the other good channels out there. The name of the channel is called TAC Up, which means Tactical Level Wargaming and Up. And you can see we have Blast Pop on here. We have Tony on here. Here's Tony. Look at Tony. You go, Tony. He's already world famous now. We got Original Grognard on here. We have the Player's Aid. We got No Enemies here. We got some videos that Itinerant Hobbyist has done. Rough Swordsman. So if you want to join up, come on over. look me up, tack up on the Facebook channel there. Send me an invite, and I'll have you join our group. And this way you can keep track of what's going on. And I thought it would be cool to have our own Facebook group instead of... oh, look, I got a new request. Confirm! We got another friend joining. All right. Look at that. Woohoo! Excellent. So there you go. That is our Tack Up YouTube channel for wargaming news and information here from ID Jester. So we'll be posting links to people's channels when they go live. We can have discussions. We can talk if there's like a sale going on somewhere, and you know, that way we can all know about it and keep up on current events and all kinds of good things. I think it's a great idea. So I'm hoping to start even my own little blog as well. But anyways, that is East Front Tank Leader, World War II Armor Tactics, designed by John Hill, designer of Squad Leader, and produced by West End Games. World War II action in the East Front. Let's see if it talks about here. Variable map terrain, emphasis on command. You use the command card system and the advanced rules to make your units more effective. An effective combined force, armed force. Artillery fire must be coordinated with armor attacks, and your infantry depends on the headquarters to control the infantry fire. Easy to use card activation system. Game includes 22 by 32 map, 320 full color, 5-inch counters, 72 formation and reinforcement cards, 2 card stock player aids. The scale is platoons and companies, 150 meters per hex. Scenarios represent 45 to 60 minutes of real game time for 2 players. Standard scenarios take 45 minutes to 2 hours to play. Advanced scenarios take 90 minutes to 3 hours to play. So, long out of print, obviously. So, if you want to get a copy of this, you're gonna have to go on eBay or some other source like that and check it out. Viper Dave doesn't have Facebook. What in the heck? Spiraling says Panzer IV. I don't think that was a Panzer IV. It could be. I mean, it's hard to say. The only way you can really tell is if you go to the command cards. They have usually a little bit bigger picture on it. But I don't think that barrel was big enough for a Panzer IV. I think that was maybe a Panzer II or a Panzer III. But yeah, I mean, you know, you're not talking the greatest graphics. I know there's some people that have redesigned the counters and were selling them at one point, but I don't know if they still do that or not. But it might be a good investment if you want to have better looking counters. Oh, look at, we got another request. Let me approve another request. Welcome to the group, Todd Reed. Woohoo! Excellent. All right, you guys are going to be in the know now. Tack up on Face Group or coming to a theater near you. East Front Tank Leader, World War II Arc Combat. Now, for my big project coming up. This is going to be just a side adventure here, but for you guys that are interested, I'm going to be starting a new project here. I'm going to show you what it is. If I can get the files up, I'm going to show you what it is. So I ordered a few things the other day, and one of the things I ordered, I will show you here in just a second. Here we go. One of the things I ordered the other day was a game called Day of Days by Multiman Publishing. So it's part of the Standard Combat series, and it obviously has to do with the the D-Day invasion. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing through this kind of a starter scenario here. This is not the full game, but this is the Juno Beach landings scenario. So you just use one map as opposed to the whole thing. There, of course, in Vassal you have access to the full campaigns or just some of the scenarios or whatever. This is a really good module. And like I said, I have Day of Days on order. It should be here this week or next week. And so I wanted to get some gameplay in ahead of time. So we're going to be playing Day of Days on Vassal here, coming up probably in the next hour or so. I'm going to start that. So if you guys are interested in learning how to play Day of Days, or you're interested in checking that out, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And make sure you get that notification bell rung so whenever you go live. And of course, if you're on our Face Group channel now, if you're part of our Face Group channel, you will have all the information at your fingertips. So I want to welcome everyone that's coming to the Tack Up group. I do appreciate you guys joining very much. Hopefully we'll make it a great site for all you wargamers out there, talking war games, talking sales, talking specials. If somebody's trying to sell something, if there's articles, whenever somebody posts videos, we're going to try and upload them on our channel there, so that way everyone can stay up on all the current news for the day. But I'm really excited about trying Day of Days. I won't spoil what else is in the box, but I'll just say there's a lot of stuff that's going to be really good, I think. So anyways, I keep going off. We're here to talk about Eastern Front Tank Leader World War II Armored Combat. So let me know if you've ever played this series. The rules are not super bad, I don't think, and everything you read on Board Game Geek, people love this series. What they should do is, some company out there should pick this up. They should obviously create it with modular boards in mind, with new counters, nice thick new counters. Maybe edit the way the command cards work. Slightly kind of update the system on how the command cards work, and build a solitaire AI system into it. And I think it would be a smashing hit. The combat is very unique, first of all. The combat is very unique in that it uses 3 6-sided dice, and you total these up, 11, 12, and then you add modifiers up or down. So I don't know personally of any other system that uses 3 6-sided dice to get your result. So that's kind of interesting right off the bat. And of course, a game that's designed by the guy who designed Squad Leader, John Hill, can't be bad. I don't think it can be bad. And West End Games, back in the day, they had some really good titles. If you look back at them. So, the Facebook group is Tack Up, and so Tack Up, TAC Up. So it's short for tactical wargaming, up to strategic level gaming, up to operational level gaming. So Tack Up. And I'm also going to be starting a blog, or not a blog, what do you call it? A video blog. Hopefully we can get that started as well. So anyways, good stuff coming in the channel for you guys that are coming by. Appreciate it. That's a look at Eastern Front Tank Leader. Hopefully we'll get this to the table for you guys. Give you a chance to look at this if it's something you're interested in. If you're not, let me know. I've got all kinds of stuff. So we got plenty of things going on. We got our Wing and a Prayer scenario still going on. We also have our U-boat, U-29 scenario. We've completed 3 patrols. We have not died yet, so that's a plus. So we got that going on. We are going to be trying to get Tank Duel, enemy at in the crosshairs, on the table as well. The only problem I found with Tank Duel is it's recommended to have at least 4 tanks, 2 per side, which is a lot to manage if you're doing solo. So what I'm going to try to do is talk to a couple of my wargaming buddies and see if somebody might be interested in doing it on like Tabletop Simulator or something like that, where each player will then control 2 tanks. It's a really good system, really fun, and even though it looks rather complex, I read through the rules last night, and like literally the rule book says, don't read the rule book, go read the example of how to play, and then I'll reference some of the rules, and then read that section of the rules when you're going through the example of play. And by doing that, you're reading through the example, and then it'll reference a rule, you go read the rule, and you go, oh, okay, now I know what they're talking about, and all that. It makes a lot more sense. So, yeah, this looks like a really fun game to get out on the table as well. Plus, of course, we got the Wing Leader, we got White Star Rising, the Desert Heat, we got the Panzer, we got the Panzer expansions, we got the Old School Tactical, we just got a lot of stuff. And we got a few more coming this week, including Day of Days by Multiman Publishing. So, Viper Dave, Sparling 69, Hexes and Shoulders, Tony. Don't forget, guys, go check out Tony over on his channel. He's doing a wonderful job trying to get his wargaming channel on track and getting people over there. So make sure you go check out Tony and his channel. Let's see who else came by here. Itarian Hobbyist, and of course our good friend Viper Dave. Viper Dave doesn't even have Facebook. What's up with him? What's wrong with you, Viper? All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. We're going to be playing Day of Days by MMP. It's going to be Battle of Utah Beach, 1944, coming up later tonight. We'll see you all then. So thank you all for coming by. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to become a subscriber. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being a subscriber on my channel here. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks a lot.